Primo is my little Andalusian gelding. I bought him as a 4-year-old 18 months ago. So he's now 5 and we have a great time together. I've just started riding him bareback with a piece of rope around his neck, and we still have the bridle because we're not totally in control, but he's just fun to teach and he's a fun little person. I feel like I'm a kid on a pony. Well, it's such a recipe. So you always start with stop and go and making sure that your horse responds to your squeeze of your leg to go and that he stops from a gentle feel of the reins. And I like to use my body as well because that's my thing. So I'm a little bit into position. But the recipe is fantastic. So once you've got your stop and you go, you pretty well have your rhythm. And then you have a little test of self-carriage to say, okay, here I am. Yes, I can stay in the same speed. And then once you can stay in the same speed, you can accelerate, you can decelerate, you can make your horse's stride longer or quicker or slower or shorter. And then you can add some steering into it. So you can turn him one way, turn him the other. He had a basic understanding of turns, but not a really big understanding, and he would slow down after a turn, so I'd make him go a little bit longer after a turn, or he'd speed up a little bit before one, so I'd make him slow down a little bit before the next turn. And we just did little wiggly lines, so I taught him his direct turns, turn left, turn right, and then I taught him his indirect turns, which was the rein towards the neck to go to the right, or the right rein towards the neck to go to the left. And then after that, it's sideways and walk and trot and canter. Well, I don't think he's going to be my competition horse because basically the judges don't always judge Andalusians particularly well because they're a bit short and choppy in their movement. But I just want to teach him all the collection. I want to have fun, so I want to do a little bit of working equitation, which is bending races and a bit of jumping. I like a bit of show jumping too, and I'd like to be able to ride him without a bridle with a piece of rope around his neck and basically have a lot of fun. He's my old age horse. I think my favourite horse was a horse called Tel Aviv. I got her when I was 12, and basically we kept competing until I was 22, I think about 22, and she took me from baby pony club right up to the highest levels, and she was only 14.3, so only about this high, but she ended up competing at 2-star international 3-day event level.